Hi guys and welcome in another Throne and Liberty video. In this guide I will be talking about weapon mastery and mostly how to efficiently gain XP for your weapon. If we go to our skill screen, you can see I have my staff and bow equipped and there are those two tabs we can click on. Now if we click on this one, as you can see my mastery is level 10, maximum one is level 16, that works for both sets of weapon. So if you start upgrading, you always have to pick the first one here. There's 9 in those 3 rows you can take. Now, here is a very important thing that a lot of people may be missing. So if we go to the bow here, you can see I have some offensive one. I actually did respec this just to show you. So you can see I have 140 max HP here and 40 magic defense. Now, if we go to our character selection screen and click on the stats, you can see my max HP is 10,080. And I have my bow as a main weapon right now. If we switch this and check the stats, you can see I lost that 140 HP. So this is one very important and hidden thing about weapon mastery. All those passives are only in effect as long as you're holding the weapon. That means it's either your main weapon that you will use for basic attacks or when you use the skill of the weapon. What that means in the long run, you probably don't want to take any defensive stats for your secondary weapon because you will almost never have it equipped. The effects only will trigger when you use attack of the weapon and that's it. So the best thing you should probably do in that case is just go for the straight damage for your second weapon. And when it comes to your main one, it's gonna be your choice. If you want more oomph, go damage. If you feel like extra utility or defensive is the way to go, then go wild on that. Now you may be wondering how to efficiently level up your mastery. Well, there are a few ways here you can achieve this. And the best one is probably gonna be doing your daily contract. As you can see, if we go for level 50 zone contracts, every single one gives you 4 of those 10,000 points due. So if you do your daily 10 contracts, you will get 40 of those. Another small way of gaining those will be doing your co-op dungeons. You can see we're gonna get 6 of those and it's always guaranteed and it's 10k points. Have in mind, you actually have to have dimensional contracts tokens there to open the chest to actually get them. And on top of that, another thing you're gonna get from doing those dungeons is you're gonna get the Abyssal Contract Token points. As you can see here at the top right, those are used for the open world dungeons. There are a few of those here. There's Shadow Crypt, Sileus Abyss, there's Sanctum of Desire, there's Ant's Nest, there's a whole island you can actually go here. So doing those open world dungeons is another way of gaining weapon XP mastery. Sadly, the game doesn't show you the exact number of XP required for leveling, so I can't tell you them. All I have is my calculation from mastery level 10 and the percentage that you can see here. So how does it actually work is that when you go to the dungeon and kill monsters, you're gonna consume those Abyssal Contract Tokens and in return you're gonna get item drops and you're gonna gain XP for your weapon mastery. Without those tokens, no XP and no items dropped. So I took some time here and I was killing some mobs to test few things. So the brief summary of what I found out. It doesn't matter if you are in the group or you farm solo. The amount of XP you're gonna gain is gonna be exactly the same. Now, one very important thing, again, is gonna be the weapon you are using. So the weapon you use at the moment of the kill is gonna gain 100% of the XP and your secondary weapon gonna gain 50% of that XP. What that means is that I may have my staff equipped as my main weapon, but if I use the skill from the bow and that's gonna be the killing blow, my bow will be the equipped weapon and this one gonna get 100% XP and my staff gonna gain 50%. It may be actually worthwhile, especially if you're auto-attacking a lot, to maybe switch weapons to boost the one that is lacking in XP. So that one gonna gain 100% and your secondary is still gonna gain a bit. Other than that, let's just talk about the most efficient dungeon to run. Well, this again also really depends. So most of the dungeons, if you run them, the amount of the Abyssal token you spend gonna be equal to the XP you gain. For instance, if you kill monsters in Sanctum of Desire, killing one monster usually will deduct 50 of those tokens and will give you 0.066% towards your weapon mastery upgrade. All of that from the single kill. Now, if you go for, let's say, to the Sauradoma Island and you're gonna start killing the Lizard Man, usually per one kill, it's gonna deduct you 26, 27 Abyssal tokens and you're gonna gain 0.03536 of the XP gain. Now, if you do the calculation per point spent, it's actually gonna be very similar. It's gonna be 0.06968 towards the completion. The only difference here is you're gonna have to kill 2 monsters in the island compared to 1 in the Sanctum of Desire. Now, for the other dungeons, I would say don't run the Ant's Nest and level 1 Silius Abyss. First floor and second floor. Those are actually very terrible for your XP gains. Other than that, everything else seems like it's very equalized in terms of gains. So, from other things I forgot to mention is floor 5 and 6 in Silius Abyss. It's also 50 Abyssal tokens per kill per monster and you gain 0.066% towards your weapon upgrade. Now, there's slight variation if some monsters in some dungeons. I think I found out in the Shadowed Crypt, the Dark Wizard is actually giving you a bit more XP or more Abyssal tokens, but as I mentioned, it equalizes in the end to the same amount, so it really doesn't matter what you kill. So the last thing I have to say here is to give you a comparison. I talk about the dues here, and you're probably gonna get like 40 from your daily contract. Now, if I spend them all, it's gonna be 4.76% towards my current mastery level, which in return is around 72 kills in Silius Abyss floor 5 or 6 dungeon or Sanctum of Desire. So that's a lot of kills and you can do those duels very, very fast. So that is for sure the most efficient way of working on your weapon mastery. So here's one extra thing you may consider while you're gonna go and do some open dungeons farming. Certain foods here gonna give you nice bonuses, so it would be nice to actually have them if XP mastery is what's on your mind. Well, they're actually nice also when you just want to farm items. So first thing, don't get baited by Kessler salad or its twin Tran apple tart that gives you XP bonus. This is exactly what it says, it's just your character XP. It's not mastery bonus, so don't craft this and hope that it's gonna give you anything. But what we're looking for are actually those two here. First is the crab meat pie that gives you Abyssal Contract Token efficiency, 10%. So basically every time you kill monster in Sanctum of Desire, instead of 50 Abyssal tokens, it's gonna consume 45 of those tokens. So very nice save on those. And the golden apple pie gives you the token efficiency, but on top, mastery bonus 50%. This is kind of misleading. It doesn't give you extra stats from mastery. What it actually does, it's 50% more XP for your mastery. So if you want to commit into open dungeon farming, golden apple pie is the way to go. Now there are other things that may be very useful for mastery XP farming. You can find it in the battle pass. It's this mastery report book. As you can see, weapon mastery XP from Abyssal Contract Tokens, 30%. And if you wonder if the book actually stacks with the golden apple pie, the answer to this is yes. So yeah, this is all I have in this one. I hope it was helpful. Thanks for watching and I will catch you on the next one.